Great to have you at our Credit One
Thank
Tennis
you.
Channel desk after a very hard-fought victory. I thought that was maybe our match of the day here, you and Matteo. How challenging was it, a player who's been coming in on such fine form, couple of titles in Europe?
It was for sure difficult. Obviously conditions are a bit more tricky here than other places. It's very quick, very bouncy, and playing Matteo, who has got a massive serve, and he likes when it's bouncy, it's fast. It skips through the court with his slice as well. So, first set was a disaster from my side, but he played great. So, at the same time, credit to him because he probably made me play bad. Second set, I leveled up, I geared up, I got better footwork. Managed to create more pressure on the return games. I have such a great return, so I used it more. And then, I just stayed very composed today. I was trying to just log in and focus and, not get too distracted by how I played or how circumstances was.
How challenging is that? Because one of my favorite things about you is how passionate you get.
Yeah.
And when you're playing great, when you're beating all the top players, you're very fiery out there. But sometimes it's a challenge for all of us to keep that fire and competitive spirit in the right balance. Yes?
Yeah, for sure. It depends because it's great if you're in a good mood and you're fiery, you're playing well, and you feel explosive. Then it's good. But if you don't feel like that, trying to do that maybe makes you make a lot of mistakes. So it's like, it all depends on the day. We wake up differently every day. We have to adjust. So, obviously I like to sleep long. I couldn't do that this morning. So, I had to wake up in time for the match. But yeah, again, I'm happy to come through. I have to raise my level to have a chance in this tournament for sure. But again, great win against Berrettini. He's a very, very good player.
Yeah, he's a top player.
Yeah.
Been to the finals of a Grand Slam. You talked about routine, not sleeping as much as you'd like. I know you're a big sleeper, but you're also a little bit of a superstitious guy. Last time we sat here, you were telling me about the breakfast you were having every day over here. Are we sticking to something that's working for you this year in Cincinnati?
Yeah, I mean, it's my first singles win here in Cincy, so I have to keep the same routines. I'm joking. No, actually, I'm not really a morning person, and at the same time, I also don't really like to eat much in the morning. So I just had some yogurt with some fruits in the car on the way to the site. So that's kind of been my breakfast all the week.
That was it?
Yeah, but then I ate before the match rice, chicken, But yeah, I'm not. It's great that ATP matches starts at 11. I'm awake. But if it started at 9, I would struggle.
Yeah, I'm glad you said you had the chicken and rice. There's no way you're feeding those quads with just yogurt.
No,
you
no,
had
no,
to get
for
some
sure.
chicken and rice in there also.
It gets some protein for sure, some protein.
We talked a little bit about your coaching situation and Kenneth Carlson with you now. I've known Kenneth, great guy. For you as a player, what do you look to from the coaching department? What are you looking for from them?
It's a tricky question because sometimes you're looking for too much, I think, and sometimes you just need someone who knows you, and I think Kenneth, he knows me very, very well. He's very, good to adjust. He's been very good. He obviously knew me since I was very young as well. Together with Lars, he was helping me a little bit when I was 12, 13 years old in the national club in Denmark, and obviously him, he was a former player, top 50 in the world, so he has experience. He knows how it feels to be in there, when it's a tough situation, when momentum is with you or not with you. So for me, it's great. He's a great guy, very, very disciplined, super coach.
We talked a little bit with Yannick about when Carlos and Novak played that magnificent match at the Olympics, and he said, it's always interesting to see the best in the world play, regardless of where you are. You find some inspiration from there. Seeing how well Yannick has been playing, and of course Carlos the last couple of months, has that lit a bit of a fire for you as well?
I mean, I was watching the whole final from the first point to the last.
Really?
Actually, yeah. It was such a great level, I think, and Carlos, unbelievable, so young. Novak, getting older and older, but producing some incredible tennis. I mean, it's crazy to see. I've obviously played against him, recently in Wimbledon, where he also played very, very well. So, I believe he's gonna be there some years from now, still on top of the game. When he wants something and he puts his mind, his body, his everything to it, he's gonna make it. So it's a massive inspiration to watch him and to learn from him.
We would love to see him continue to have more battles against all you guys. Holger, tell me, with your confidence, I know you're a very confident guy, regardless of how things have been going. You always come in, you're looking for the title. Where are you right now with expectations here in Cincy, the US Open, this whole swing?
Well, I'm very confident in my fight right now, in my fighting spirit, in my mentality. My game needs to improve match by match, I think. I think, as I said, I started to return better, which is very important, put more pressure on the guy. I'm not playing 100% yet, but I can't expect that first match. Different conditions. Playing a guy who's super confident make it more difficult as well, because he's feels more free to go for the shots because he has a 10-match winning streak in the bag. I don't, so had to find solution and dig deep. But again, it's a start. Now I have one match.
Well, scary thing if you're not playing 100%, but you're still beating players like Matteo Berrettini. I know you're a bit of a daredevil on the court with some of the shots you try. Are you a daredevil with roller coasters? Also, Kings Island.
I actually haven't been there, but we have a very nice roller coaster park in Denmark called Tivoli. Maybe you've heard it. It's kind of the same, but I need to try it before I leave for sure.
Definitely, definitely. Maybe after the tournament.
Yeah.
We'll let you get some rest.
Thank you.
Go eat some more food,
Yeah.
and best of luck next round.
Some yogurt, thanks.